Hello everyone, Dashiwashi Games here, back with, well, a brief announcement. As you can see, I seem to be a very indecisive person, and I do apologize for that, but I thought maybe I could revive my Old Republic series again, but with a new twist. So I wouldn't be reviving it with Oblak Jarrus. He's dead. I dealt with him myself. He is one with the Force. But I thought I'd reach out to you guys. So an idea I had in my head is that regarding games with character creations, and a lot of it, I like to I like to think about throwing in some characters from different franchises or from the actual Star Wars universe in it. So, what this plan is, what my new plan is that I would create a character based on a character that, and wait for it, you will decide for me. So, I want ideas from any character you can think of. They can be from any type of media. They can be from Star Wars, they can be from anime, they can be from other games. Hell, if you wanted, you could even think of you could probably give me a character from a live action series I could throw in. But yeah, that's basically it. The only rule I have is that they have to make sense. So, also, I hope you enjoyed the view of Odesson, because we'll be leaving it now. Because I'm gonna show you the character creation area and what would work. The only examples I'll give will be ones of Star Wars characters, but you could think of anything. So, I'll use the Republic. So, for example, I could make a say the character is Cal Kestis. You would need to decide if he would fit the Jedi Knight story or the Jedi Consular story, only due to the fact that he is a Force user. So basically, when giving me character suggestions, you should also throw in the class you think they would fit the most. So, Force users like Cal, they would fit the Jedi Knight or Jedi Consular, whereas tech users such as Captain Rex would either fit the Smuggler or the Trooper. And those are just examples. Another thing you would need to throw in is what type of combat style you think they would use. For example, Cal Kestis from the Jedi games, he would either be a Guardian, a Sentinel, or a Shadow. Because those are the three combat styles that that fit his character. But you could also say, I'm gonna pick a third party character like this one. You could pick Geralt from the Witcher series, and he might fit the Sage class. But yeah, and then there's the Trooper. Again, troopers can use numerous weapons. Like Rex, he mainly uses dual pistols. So you could say either the Mercenary or the Gunslinger would fit Rex as a character due to the dual pistols. But you could pick a character that could use any form of weapon if you so wanted to. But yeah, what I'd like you to do is that when suggesting a character to me, I want you to tell me, I'm going to show off every class. Well, I'm going to show off one Force user and one Tech user, and I'm going to show off I'm going to show off all the origin stories, and then I'll go back, and then I'll show the combat styles with one Force user and one Trooper. So, when suggesting a character to me, I want you to take into mind the background of the character. So, the Jedi Knight. They are valiant defenders of the Republic, champions of peace, and symbols of hope in dark times. Jedi Knights stand for the legacy of the Jedi Order. Wielding and oh no, that don't pay attention to that one. That's more of the combat styles description. I'll go into combat styles later. The next character is the Jedi Consular, the mystic protector of the Republic. Visionaries, ambassadors, and seekers of hidden wisdom, Jedi Consulars have worked for millennia to promote peace and balance. And those would be the Republic Force users. Then we're on to the Smuggler, the freelance captain for the Republic. Quick, clever, and answering to no one, smugglers know that sometimes luck is more important than skill, but never hurts to have both. And then there is the Trooper, the elite soldier of the Republic. Not all heroes carry lightsabers. Some just have the will to fight. Troopers are the bravest and most determined of them all. And that's all the Republic classes that you could pick from for the character of your choice. Now we'll look at the Imperial characters, because you might have someone that fits that. Starting off with the Sith Warrior, the deadly enforcer for the Sith Empire. Strong in the dark side of the Force, Sith warriors are entrusted with the task of destroying the Empire's enemies across the galaxy. Then there's the Sith Inquisitor, the dark adept of the Sith Empire. Sinister and deceptive, Sith Inquisitors are prodigies of Force power and experts in manipulating their enemies. The next one is the Bounty Hunter, the expert mercenary for the Sith Empire. The Empire has many enemies, and they'll pay skilled bounty hunters handsomely to remove them with ruthless efficiency. And lastly, the Imperial Agent, the cunning spy for the Sith Empire. Unparalleled assassins and saboteurs, agents are the secret weapon of the Sith Empire, helping to secure or control of countless star systems. So yeah, when suggesting to me a character you would want me to create in the Old Republic, just be sure to take all these into mind regarding the background of the character that you want. I'll take at least up to 5 per comment, but be sure you let me know what class you would think would make sense for them. But now we're moving on to combat styles. I have all 8 unlocked already, so we can literally just stay on the Sith Empire menu and do it all from here. Starting off with, well, we'll start off with the dark side one, since we started off with the Republic ones last time. So starting with Force users, entrusted with the task of destroying those who stand in their way. the way of their allies. The dual-wielding marauder embodies the teachings of Naga Sadao. Never hesitating, never... Oh dear. I cannot see... I cannot see that other word because the lightsabers are in the way. Never hesitating... Ah, there we go. Never hesitating, never faltering. There is no swifter enforcer in the galaxy. Then we have the Juggernaut, a stalwart vanquisher of all those who oppose them. The Juggernaut embodies the teachings of Marka Ragnos, charging into enemies with heavy armor and pure rage. Oh yeah, and if you want to get more technical, this is more optional. Let me know which of these you would want to see them as. So we would have Annihilation, Carnage, and Fury for the Marauder, and we have Immortal, Vengeance, and Rage for the Juggernaut. Then we have the Assassin. Assassins leap from the shadows, channeling force lightning through their double-bladed lightsabers to disable and drain their enemies. They are masters of subterfuge, feared by even the most terrible opponents. Then we have darkness, deception, and hatred as its, I guess, side abilities. I can't remember what they're called. Then the next one is the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer draws energy from forbidden depths of the Force, mastering teachings that zap and drain enemies as they invigorate allies, or simply wreak utter devastation. We have corruption, lightning, and madness as their... I guess I'll call them subclasses. Moving on to the light-sided Force users, starting with the Sage. Sages are famed for their wisdom as much as for their powerful healing and defensive skills. In troubled times, a sage brings together the insight of the past with raw power to change the flow of galactic events. We have Seer, Telekinesis, and Balance for its subclasses. Then we have the Shadow. Wielding double-bladed lightsabers, Shadows embrace the energy between melee and force combat, enabling them to strike down enemies of the Order with deadly efficiency. We have kinetic combat, inflammation, infiltration, there we go, and sentry. No, it's serenity. I'm dumb. Then we have the Guardian. A wall of courage and fortitude for those they protect. The Guardian stands firm in the face of overwhelming odds and dares opponents to attack. We have defense, vigilance, and focus as its subclasses. Then we have the Sentinel. Control and focus are the hallmarks of the Sentinel. Through years of training, the Sentinel learns the art of using two lightsabers simultaneously to create an intricate web of damage that is almost impossible to evade. We have, I think that says Watchman, there's a second one there which I cannot read. And concentration. Oh, combat and concentration. There we go. And now we're moving on to the tech users. Starting with the sniper. The most elite sharpshooters in the galaxy. Snipers use their extensive training to eliminate sensitive targets and turn the tide of the battle in their favor with marksmanship, engineering, and virulence. The next one is the operative. Whether ambushing enemies from stealth or using advanced medical technology to keep colleagues in the fight. The operative will do whatever it takes to advance the agenda of their allies. We have medicine, concealment, and lethality. The next one we have is the mercenary. A pair of blasters deal deadly heat-seeking missiles and heavy armor make the mercenary a mobile weapon platform. There's no problem extra firepower can't solve, and no one with the sense to get between a mercenary and their target. We have bodyguard, arsenal, and inefficient ordnance. And the last one for what I call the Imperial set, the power tech. The best in shielding, defensive tactics, and high-powered flamethrowers combine to make the power tech an impenetrable one-person blockade, getting up close and personal to take down enemies of all sizes. We have shield tech, pyrotech, and advanced prototech as its subclasses. And now we're moving on to the Republic side of things. Starting with the gunslinger, master of the trick shot and willing to take advantage of every opportunity. The gunslinger learns how to fire 2 blasters at once, specializing in long-range combat. We have sharpshooter, saboteur, and dirty fighting. Republic class number 2, the Scoundrel. In addition to a trusty blaster, Scoundrels pack a stealth belt and a scattergun and a med pack. Everything they need to get in, knock the enemy for a loop, and get out alive. We have Sawbones, Scrapper, and Ruffian for its subclasses. Then we have the Commando. Trained in advanced assault tactics and weaponry, commandos charge into battle with massive assault cannons, overwhelming their enemy with brute firepower. We have combat medic, gunnery, and assault specialist. And then lastly, the Vanguard. Unstoppable and utterly fearless, Vanguards are the first and best line of defense in most impressive militaries in the galaxy. We have shield specialists, plasma tech, and tactics. So yeah, that's all classes and all combat styles for the Old Republic. What and how I'll decide what characters to put in is that the first, I'm gonna say 5 to 10 comments will have their characters thrown in to the wheel. I'm bringing the wheel back from my punishment episode for not completing Oblex playthrough. But yeah, what the plan would be to do is that I will, throughout the first 5 comments, I will 5 to 10. That's as high as I'm willing to go. I will throw in any character that is suggested to me. As I said earlier, it can come from anywhere, whether it be from other games, from the Star Wars universe itself, from TV shows, movies, anything. So long is that I can make them. Because customization is very limited in the Old Republic. In fact, I'll head back to the Old Republic right now to show you what I can do. So, let's say I wanted to make Captain Rex as a specific character. For example. So, he would be a male trooper. Rex would be human. And this is just an example. I'm not gonna like start a playthrough. He would either have no hair or just, if I can find it, we'll say no hair for now. Rex doesn't have tattoos. He's a little darker skinned than that. I don't know what face he is. I don't think he has any stubbles. At least not until later. But I think this one would be perfect for him. I can't seem to find the actual top part so I can show off like his blonde hair. So let's try this. Let's try using this as a slow bob to the top. Oh, there it is. There we go. We got this. Oh, whoops. And Rex is a bit of a dark blonde hairstyle. That's what I see regarding his Clone Wars look. But yeah, this is what I could do to make Captain Rex. What I can't do is create a Snorlax. Because, again, I can't alter any other body part. The body types I can only alter would do this, 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 and this. So that's another rule that I'm gonna chuck in. It has to be someone I can actually create. Like, okay, let's think of a character outside of the Star Wars universe. And go with Geralt. So obviously I'll keep this little stubble look, but actually I want him to look a bit older and gruffier. His hair's a bit long. Not like that though. I'd say more like this, from what I've seen. Either this, or if I can find it, this. But I think this one would make more sense. And he would have white hair. And obviously, as he's a Witcher, I'd say I'd give him these eyes as well. But yeah, I can make third-party characters out. I can make non-Star Wars characters within the Old Republic, as I have just reconstructed, tried to attempt to reconstruct the face of Geralt. So yeah, in summary, what I want you all to do, if possible, put the name of the character that you potentially want to see in the comment section below. And I want you all to let me know what origin they would go through, being the Jedi Knight, Jedi Consular, Smuggler, Trooper, Sith Warrior, Sith Inquisitor, Bounty Hunter, and Agent, and what combat style they would use. If you want them to go with a Force user storyline, whether it be the Jedi Knight, the Jedi Consular, Sith Warrior, or Sith Inquisitor, your options are Guardian, Sentinel, Sage, Shadow, Assassin, Sorcerer, Marauder, and Juggernaut. But if you want them to go through a tech user origin story, like the Smuggler, we have Gunslinger, Scoundrel, Mercenary, Power Tech, Sniper, Operative, Commando, and Vanguard. And any character you can come up with any of the following criteria, I will put them into the wheel, and then on the first part, which would be the creation episode, I will spin the wheel, and that character will be the one that will be made. So yeah, I look forward to hearing some. So yeah, I hope you are excited that I actually decided to revive the Old Republic series. I have been playing it off screen as well, as you can tell with my new character here. But yeah, if you heard everything I said, and I've tried to reiterate numerous times, just in case, put the character you want to see in the comment section below, along with the origin story that you would think would make sense for them, and the combat style. The subclasses that come with the combat style are optional. You don't have to worry about them. And your characters will be placed into the wheel. Well, they'll be placed into this wheel here, and I shall spin the wheel, and whatever character it lands on is the one you'll be seeing when I do another series, when I start the new series of this. So I've rambled on a bit too much. I look forward to seeing what ideas you have in mind and what characters you would like to see in portrayed in the Old Republic. So I just want to say, be sure to leave a like. Definitely leave a comment if you want a character to be in this. But that's completely up to you. Have a lovely day, afternoon, and evening. And I shall see you all later.